Yes, leaving Mali bound for Burkina Faso. And what was supposed to be a 460-kilometre special for everyone, with 540 further kilometres of liaison. So while the bikers slept, it was time to get up and get going, if you had 4 wheels or more. Yes, navigation, once again, the problem for all and sundry. Trouble indeed en route. Stefan Hansel had himself a decent day, finishing 11 minutes and 15 seconds off the pace. That was set once again by Miguel Prieto. Yes, Prieto, having won stages 1 and 7 yesterday, is creeping up the rankings at the expense of others. Jutta Kleinschmidt, well, trouble for her. It was the windscreen on the day. The terrain getting more verdant, and indeed it was a branch of a tree that came through the windscreen and of course slowed her down. Air pressure building up in the cab. She just go too fast. Very uncomfortable indeed. Well, there were fast sections today, and when the navigation problems had been sorted out, it was a chance to let rip. Getting greener as we moved towards Burkina Faso. And Jean-Pierre Fontenay, the winner, defending champion, of course, in the Mitsubishi, just 2 minutes and 9 seconds off the pace at the end of the day. And Thierry Delaverne in the Nissan. Great day for Nissan today. In fact, they've had a great Dakar, of course. It's not been going all Mitsubishi's way. They've had their bad fortune, as we've seen over the last few days, but Miguel Prieto, well, it's been looking all good for him. Dramatic scenery, first trees we've seen of any substance for a long time. And Prieto, thankfully, he says he's got Dominic Sires as his co-driver, and a useful man he is to have around too. Very happy with his day.
Atención. A derecha e izquierda. No a la izquierda.
Just complaining to Hubert Oriel about some of the guidance notes.
Hemos pilotado muy rápido, pero el secreto.
Oh, very quick stage for me today. No problems really to speak about. But he has to pay tribute, he says, to his co-driver and, of course, to his machine.
Medio minuto con el coche, pero el parar medio minuto nos ha hecho luego recuperar 10 o 15 minutos. La prueba está que estamos aquí en la meta. Llevamos ya 10 minutos y no ha llegado ningún coche.
Formerly with Bruno Sabi, did everything right today.
El Mitsubishi Montero y Dominic. Yo solamente he conducido.
Yes, he said he had to do very little work indeed, with Dominic and the car performing beautifully. Jean-Pierre Fontenay Also a good day. No problems to really to speak of, he said. It's very beautiful stage. Very scenic. He enjoyed himself. Well, you can see the windscreen of Jutta Kleinschmidt. 2 punctures as well today, she says. And lucky to get in. Tina Turner holding up the screen very delicately.
Also heute war wieder mal ein Tag, wo alles Mögliche
a couple of punctures. You've gone with the queen of the punctures, she said today. And we took a wrong turn at the crossroad and lost between 5 and 10 minutes. And of course then we broke the window. 100 kilometers an hour we were traveling past some trees and a low branch which was more substantial than we thought. Just smashed it to bits. And luckily we were able to hold on, but it did slow us down. So Kleinschmidt finishing 8 minutes and 26 seconds off the pace today, putting it down to 3rd overall, 5 minutes and 40 off the leader. Said that really under the circumstances it was quite a good day. Yes, and this is the overall leader, Jean-Louis Schlesser. As we saw earlier, he'd had his navigation problems and he wasn't at all happy about being stuck behind Stefan Pederhansel for what apparently was around 40 kilometers, and indeed he was off to have a word because Pederhansel had had a, as you can see, something of a puncture, he said, and you didn't pull over, you didn't let me pass. Pederhansel saying, I just didn't know you were there. Since I was there for 40 kilometers, surely you could see me. So, arguments going on between Schlesser and Pederhansel. How was your day? Don't want to talk about it. It's
pas envie de parler. Déçu? Un peu, ouais.
Much trouble, he said, particularly with navigation. He said it was a bad day, but it looked pretty good to us. Schlesser finishing 7th despite his problems. He still leads overall.
Ici, moi, je m'appelle Gawa. Mon village s'appelle entre Manigna.
His name's Gawa, lives in a village nearby.
Je donne Grand Dakar, je donne merci.
And he says,
très bien.
Very much enjoying himself on the Dakar. And the people of Burkina Faso, I can tell you, a very elegant race, very friendly indeed. And if you're ever in this part of the world, pay them a visit. Well, the Dakar certainly visiting in more ways than one. Everybody has been warmly welcomed though. Lobo Dialasso plays for the encampment tonight and rest day tomorrow. So let's take a look at how the results are squaring up. Stage 8 of the 21st Dakar.